Paddlers are at the on-water marshalling area, getting ready to load into the start line.
This is a pretty exciting race, and one of the most geographically diverse I think we've seen all day. We have Dragons Abreast Australia, which is a composite team from across the entire nation of Australia. We have Latino America and Rosa, they're from one of the Latin American countries, which is pretty exciting. Indie Survivors from Indianapolis, down in the US. We have Chessmates Kingston from Kingston, Ontario.
Amazing.
Which is pretty cool. So this is a nice, diverse, race.
Minnesota.
Minnesota represented as well. This is pretty exciting. Along with 2 abreast boats.
Yes. This is the last of the second round qualifiers for the AIAB Breast Cancer Paddler Division.
That's right. And so in lane number 1, we have Save Our Sisters. Lane 2, Dragons Abreast Australia, that we were just talking about. Lane 3, Abreast in a Boat, Fortitude. Lane 4, Paddles with a Purpose. Lane 5, Latino America and Rosa. Lane 6, Indie Survivors. Lane 7, Dragon Divas Minnesota Courage. They had a Hope boat before as well.
Love that.
And lane 8, Chessmates Kingston from Ontario. And lane 9, Abreast of Life. So these boats are just lining up now. They're taking their time. They're all lining together. They're making sure that they come together as a fleet, right?
Yes.
They all approach together slowly into the starting blocks. Now this race only has starting buoys. There are some races out there in the world that have buckets, as we call them, which hold the head in place, which is really great. So all you have to do is position, as a steerer, all you have to do is position the head so that it goes into that little bucket in the front. It's like a cage almost, or a bowl, honestly. So you put the head in there, and then that prevents your boat from drifting forward or back at all. So it's great. You just keep some pressure going forward, and then all you have to worry about is left and right drift. But you have your pivot point because that front head is on the bucket the whole time. So it makes it a heck of a lot easier to maneuver around.
Do you find that's really used mostly in purpose-built flatwater courses?
Exactly. It's only usually in places where they can install it because it goes underwater, obviously. It's all pneumatic, and so, you know, at a push of a button, boom, the buckets go down and the races start. Exactly, a little psh. So typically, that's only at world level events, at the World Championships, the Club Crew World Championships, or the World Dragon Boat Racing Championships. We have a set down in Florida. I think, to my knowledge, it's one of the only places in the US that still has buckets. We used to have them down in Long Beach, but I think they were damaged or they're working on them or something like that, so I don't recall if they're still there. But we're now off with this race number 52, Abreast in a Boat Breast Cancer Paddler Round 2 qualifier number 4. On the far right, again, we have Save Our Sisters. In Boat 2, Dragons Abreast Australia. In Boat 3, Abreast in a Boat Fortitude. In Boat 4, Paddles with Purpose. Boat 5, Latino America and Rosa. Boat 6, Indie Survivors. Boat 7, Dragon Divas Minnesota Courage. Boat 8, Chessmates Kingston. And Boat 9, Abreast of Life.
Big race with 9 boats.
Very big race with 9 boats. I don't know many races that race with even 8 boats these days.
This is true.
9 is impressive.
Starting to see a little bit of spreading out of the boats here.
A little bit of separation. It looks like boat number 4, that's Paddles with a Purpose, is going a little bit out in front. They have maybe 2 or 3 seat lead over the boat that's right next to them, Latino America and Rosa. It's boat 5. You see a nice shot of boat 7 and boat 8. Boat 7's Dragon Divas Minnesota Courage. And Chessmates Kingston right behind them, followed by Abreast of Life and boat 9 on the far outside.
I find the names of the breast cancer teams are great. They're either very inspirational or very funny.
That's right.
Time to make it move.
And again, taking a great look at side view of boat 7 and 8. Oh, and here are the others coming into the mix.
Boat 6 also. Boat 6, that's the Indie Survivors from Indianapolis, Indiana.
This could be a little bit of a close race again in the finish.
This is starting to look like a really interesting race. We have 2 main packs here. We have the front 4 and the back 4. Front 4, we have Paddles with a Purpose, Latino America and Rosa, Indie Survivors, and Dragon Divas Minnesota Courage. Then we have the 2 outside boats on the far side, Chessmates Kingston and 8, and Abreast of Life on the far outside 9. As well as on the right side, Save Our Sisters in 1, Dragons Abreast Australia in 2, and Abreast in a Boat Fortitude in 3. they've fallen back a little bit, but they're pretty even with boats 8 and 9 actually. So it's like 4 racing 4.
Yes. Paddles with a Purpose has been really consistent just through the race. I think their stroke rate and everything has just been really consistent. It's helping them out here.
And in terms of the prior performance too, they won their first qualifier with a pretty good length. So here we can see they're even widening the gap more. They have, it looks like 8 or 9 seats on boat 5 now. That's Latino America and Rosa.
Oh, 6 and 7 neck and neck.
6 and 7 neck and neck. That's Indy Survivors in 6 and the Dragon Divas Minnesota Courage in 7.
The rest of the pack is following.
That's right. And rounding it out on the very, very, very top of your screen, we have boat number 9. That's Abreast of Life. Great job, ladies. Great job.
Amazing.
And that's the final qualifier for the BCP division. Let's look at a nice quick replay here.
6 and 7.
6 and 7 fighting it out for 3rd.
Maybe 6 by a sign
Whisker.
length by a whisker.
Yeah, that's the Indy Survivors, followed by the Dragon Divas Minnesota Courage in 7.